What's up, graphic designers? In today's class, we're going to be reimagining this Venn diagram of four unique individuals, Obama, Thanos, Keanu, and Yoda, like slowly morphing into one another, merging, blending into one another, and we're going to do that today in class, although instead of four, we're going to have three unique individuals, and let's pretend for a moment that we're going to be merging SpongeBob with Will Smith. What does that look like in your mind? I really want you to think about this for a moment. Is it SpongeBob's face on Will Smith's head? Is it Will Smith's face on SpongeBob's head? There's, infinite number of possibilities, but this is what I came up with. And I'm curious if this is what you guys were thinking about as well. So how exactly are we going to produce something that looks a little bit like this? Well, if you look in the layers palette, you'll see that we've got lots of copies, we've got some layer masks, and we certainly have some blending modes. Let's jump right on in. I'm going to talk to you about how to produce this effect. And you know what? I'll just simply do it right here. And you know what we'll do? SpongeBob's face on Will Smith. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly make a copy. And then you guys are going to do this on a separate layer, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we'll do it right here. And we need to get rid of Will Smith's eyes, eyebrows, nose, and mouth. And to do that, I'm just going to use, you can use any selection tool. I'm just going to use the elliptical marquee. And I've got the Add to Selection highlighted. Maybe we'll just go like this, like so. And it's not going to be amazing, but it's also, you guys, it's not that serious. We're just having fun in this with this exercise. We're going to right-click, Content Aware Fill. Or actually, we can do simply right-click, fill, content aware, and I'm going to press Command D. And then what can we do? We could actually use the eyedropper tool. I'm going to press B for brush. I'm going to drop down the hardness. I'm going to decrease the size just a tad. And then actually, I might also want to drop the flow just a little bit, and then we can just sort of lighten it so it looks a little bit like that. You guys see this? Amazing. All right, so what's next? We're going to use the, you know what we'll do? You can actually just select SpongeBob's eyes, nose, and mouth as well, but I'm actually just going to grab the whole body, and you'll see why in a moment. We're going to press Command-Shift-U to desaturate, and I'll zoom in just a tad. And what we want to get rid of is all the grays. To do that, we're going to press Command-L, and I'm going to lighten the lights, like so, until the grays are basically all gone. I'm going to boost the blacks, the darks, drop the midtones, and increase the lights. Okay, there we go. That looks amazing. And so now what are we going to do? You can press V, hold Shift, and do plus, 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 but I know that I want to go with multiply. You guys can cycle through the blending modes until you find one that you think looks pretty cool. I'm going to press Command T. I'm going to decrease the size a tad. I'm going to rotate it just a tad. We're going to press OK. We're going to open up the layer masks. B for brush, and now I'm just going to brush away everything that we don't need, and this looks amazing. And so what else can we do with this? There's a few things, and you know what, I think I did a little too much of the levels, because what we want to do is we want to fill in his eyeballs and the teeth. And to do that, what I'm going to do is use press W for magic wand. I'm going to make sure that I'm on the SpongeBob thumbnail. I'm going to click once, and then I'm going to hold Shift and click a few more times, and then I'm going to hop onto a new layer, create a new layer above. I'm going to pop white into the foreground, G, click, and that looks pretty good right there. However, this won't work, unfortunately, with the magic wand, because you'll notice that the eye is not sealed up. So, there's a few different ways we could go about doing that, but if I just didn't go quite as extensive with the levels, you can see that his I guess we'll call that a cheek, and his dimples would still exist. So we can create something that looks a little bit like this. We're going to apply the same idea, the same concept. We're going to get rid of SpongeBob's face. We're going to extract just Will Smith's facial characteristics. And actually, if we go here and we go to normal, you can notice that it's desaturated. And I'm going to disable the layer mask, and so we have something that looks a little bit like this. I'm going to enable the layer mask, and press V, hold Shift, and then cycle through the blending modes until you come across one that you like. And there's so many to choose from. Ultimately, you're going to produce something that looks a little bit like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait to see what you guys ultimately produce. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.